Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Memory here. We are back with some more To Your Eternity, this being episode 9. And at the end of the previous episode, we saw Gugu and Fushi finally reunite, although it wasn't really like that long, but they've came back together, the two monsters, as they put it, of course. But them like kind of jumping around and dancing around together, and just the note the previous episode left off on, I really liked it. So we'll see what we have with this episode. We're going to get into it in 3, 2, 1, go. Well, now we know he's with Fushi. Oh. It's like, get out of here. Get the hell out of here. That smile, though. That'll get them out of there. Out in public like that? Wow. Jeez. People of all ages. And thus, a new bond has been formed, really. I mean, they kind of had a bond before, but it's been strengthened even more now. Just like Gugu, you know, the mask, the whole thing with that. Oh. What happened? Is it exhausted? Like he needs some food? He needs or water? Something? Dehydrated? Oh yeah, that's what I thought maybe it was. That was like my only like guess off the rip. Uh-oh. See, this probably like, don't you think this has to remind Fushi kind of the boy from the very beginning of this? Well, that's at least what I think of. Just kind of very briefly. Not exactly the same thing, but there we go. There we go, Fushi. There we go. There's a lot more where that came from. So like using those previous, see, comes to help someone else out. Jeez. The freaking head. He said, oh my God. Aw. Man. And just as I was talking about the boy, like this kind of reminded me of the boy, like from the first episode and all that. Yeah. Gugu just didn't even like really. Most people would be like, huh? Like, what? Gugu's just like, oh, so that's what it is. That's just the kind of boy that Gugu is, though. Ah, March. So is he about to learn kind of like the value of death, or like what that, you know, really is, or what that means? Is that what they're gonna set up? I would not even like be surprised like if that's what we're gonna actually see potentially at some point. I hope no one dies in the series, but from what we saw in March and then the boy at the beginning, it's just like that's what this series be doing. Well, some people are kind of dealt different cards. But even still, through the life that he has lived, I mean, look who he's got to meet, you know? Also, is this how they ended up? Because yeah, we never saw when, because we know it was the two of them just at some point, but I don't think we ever really went into before that. Yeah, how that kind of played out. But the brother also had like, I don't know, he had like he was dealing with just some shady people. I had like those shady dealings and all of that, and because once you get into this, you know, with money and how that shit can be, it doesn't even necessarily have to be money, but I think you guys know what I mean. Shit can get you into trouble, mixed up with the wrong people. Yeah, that's what I mean, man. Like, even though like his life kind of veered off into this certain path, it's like through this new path, he's met Fushi, he's met Booze Man, he's met the old lady, Rean, even. Did he like pass out? I hope he's just sleeping. Please, series. Oh, uh, out of nowhere. Oh, he's up now. That woke him up like that, man. Real quick. She's like, "How dare you? How dare you run away?" Isn't this her first time seeing him without the mask too? Right? She hasn't even said anything about it yet. I'm kind of like, it doesn't even matter to her really. She doesn't even had a reaction unless she hasn't really saw him fully. I mean, she can kind of see him. That's what he's really concerned about. That's what he. Oh. Every time. Every time. Hey, it'd be like that. It'd be like that. So that's really what you looking at. So you lying to my boy? And still, that whole thing of why that even ended up like that, right? It's when he saved her. So they still that like don't know that. Well, he knows that he saved her, right? But she doesn't know who saved her. Yeah, I thought she could already kind of see his face, to be fair, and she didn't even have a reaction really, anything. But now it's kind of fully out. But especially because it's the girl he really likes, and he's like probably really insecure about it. It makes sense. Like even more so than how he was about it before, or how he's been about it to this point. he's on to you. Left him there with Rean. Fushi's just so like pure, man. Just kind of has like this pure sort of thing around him. I don't know if that's as bad as what happened to him, but that's what I'm saying. But see, just from different perspectives, I guess it could be a lot to her, and then with him, it's a lot to him. It's funny because she doesn't see his really as being anything crazy, and then him with her too. It's like, aww. He's like, oh shit. Well, at least she's honest. Her parents. Well, yeah, because of like her standing and all of that. I guess like the family standing. It has to be a lot on her to constantly have that probably put into her mind, and just, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to be here, you got to be there, got to meet this person. I was kind of just, I don't know what happened there. See, man, I love how she always had the dog with her too. Jeez. See, and this makes me think of like what Gugu was talking about, like with a normal life. Even though this may seem like a normal life, like this really isn't a normal life. What kind of she has here? Yo. But he's just talking about that like this because of his experiences. Hey, there was someone there, right? There was someone there. And even now. Is he actually gonna, is it gonna get broke to her? I wonder if that's even gonna happen. Are we just replaying and repeating the same line every time, my boy? But what happens if Fushi finds the the original one? Right. Exactly. Exactly. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. And she's the same way about Fushi. Even though I don't think she really knows all the deets with Fushi, but she treats them all the same. Okay, okay, here we go. We're getting somewhere with maybe this romance. Hey, Gugu deserves it. Even Rean deserves it, I would say. But my boy Gugu really deserves it. In my opinion. And they talked it out. Like you see, like they're pretty younger, and they're talking it out like way better than some adults would, and like teenagers would. You know, just like, damn, showing everyone how you should kind of go about it. Well, oh, oh, is this another here we go again? Like, is something else coming? Like one of those just random things after him? Oh. I love that how that's his weapon. Weapon of choice. Okay, so all right. That's a little like red flag there. That one of them like weird sort of random things, the enemy is gonna pop up. Uh-oh. Someone just grabbed Rean. Oh no. Oh, our parents probably sent whoever this is after. Oh, damn. She's kind of hitting him pretty hard. As she should be, though, but probably the parents are the ones trying to get her back. Oh, oh, yo, the way he grabbed her, too. Hey, my boy. That's my boy. That's my boy. Sure. So that's what it's been. That's honestly like kind of what I thought was going on in a way. Cause like she's never like really been there. She's been around here a lot. Like with Fushi and Booze Man at their place. So when she said she was starting the job there, was that the day she probably ran away? That's probably the day she ran away then. Like she kind of had planned it for it ahead of time. This is so adorable to me. It's like we're starting to get somewhere. I'm liking where this is going with the two of them. Maybe a little awkward too. Fushi coming in, ruining the moment. It was a little awkward, so actually maybe kind of good Fushi got in there. It was getting a little. It was wholesome, adorable, but also a little awkward to be expected. Yeah, like it's pretty easy to tell, especially if you know her, if been around her a lot. Busted herself. Run! Get out of there! It's always Gugu, man. It's just taking her and getting out of there or saving her already. Oh, yo, the old lady's pretty quick. He's not even that far behind him. Oh, don't. Oh, oh, march, a flying march. Fushi went for that tactic. Aw. Oh my gosh, Fushi. Flying march. See, he has like almost anything at his disposal. Yep, yep. The foreshadowing, man. They did it earlier. Just literally a couple minutes ago. He hasn't acquired anything of use since the last battle. It made the first move. Oh no. Here we go again, man. And it couldn't come at really a worse timing, you know? Oh no, oh no, Gugu. Something's gonna happen to Gugu. Maybe even Rean as well. I'm especially worried about Gugu. Oh no, oh no, oh god, no. And it's not like I didn't expect it to maybe come to this, because this is just what this show does. I was wondering, like, what does it even look like? We don't know what it looks like. What the heck? A Walmart version of March, discount version of like a replica, fake replica. Took kind of the look. I mean, which we saw that before as well, right? We saw it do that, or whatever we encountered before did kind of something similar, I think, if I remember correctly. But with this circumstance now, which they foreshadowed it, and I mean, even since that first encounter, it was, you know, the creator, whatever, the maker said, like, a lot of this is gonna keep happening. So not really a surprise here that this is we got another kind of enemy here, random unknown enemy in our way. But with how this series goes, I'm really worried about Gugu. I honestly would not be surprised if they do kill him off. And just the moments that we've had with him lately, especially in the past episode or two, has just been, I've loved it, right? I've loved it with Gugu, man. And just the whole thing, his character from his POV, even like his development as well. And just him and Fushi, him and Rean even as well. If Rean was gonna, it's kind of smart that Rean is going to, hey, Rean might even be in some trouble as well. I don't know. But Rean's getting out of here, so I guess that's good. But Gugu, just being Gugu, right? Going in there, especially because he knows Fushi. Well, I guess he didn't know specifically, but he knew Fushi was in the vicinity, right? So he probably just assumed, okay, something's probably wrong, and maybe he was right. And that lady was screaming, so... yeah, I'm worried about Gugu. We'll see how this all plays out in the next episode, but I really enjoyed what we had with this one. I left off on that note, but for the most part with this episode, we had some really nice moments, especially with Rean and Gugu. So I did really like that, and also some nice moments with Gugu and Fushi, and really all three of them. So yeah, that's kind of what the past episode or two, even, has it been 3 episodes now? Like with Gugu and all that? Like the past couple episodes, though, it's been really good with the character development, character focus with Gugu. So how this show usually does it, you know, I know with the boy it was only the first episode, like the very beginning of the series, but March it was a couple episodes. Gugu here, I felt like we've got pretty connected, you know, to Gugu, or at least I have. So Is it gonna be the time? The show might do it, man. We'll see. We'll see what happens in the next episode. I just wouldn't be surprised, but yeah. Maybe we see some other crazy shit with Fushi as well in a new thing in the next episode of Fushi. Who knows with this series? You just never know. It's that kind of series, right? So, yeah. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode of To Your Eternity. If you guys did enjoy my reaction, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace out.